DxO Lab has very good image editing software. Getting from this to this is amazing. Stick around and I will show you how to do this. Before we get into that how, there is a great deal on DxO Lab software, 50% off from November 22nd to November 29th. It's a Black Friday week and the year is 2021 in case you are watching this later, this video. But I think 50% off of these great software is a great deal. I think now is the time to get them if you haven't gotten them yet or tested them yet. But of course there's a trial version and I will have all the links in the description down below and I will get back to these deals and what's included. I have mostly used DxO PureRaw, which I think is the best noise reduction software at the moment. The reason why it is so good is that it uses so-called modules that will know what lens and camera combination you have, and they have tons and tons of different combinations for you to choose from. And automatically, if you upload the image to the software, or not upload, but open the image in the software, it will recognize from the EXIF data the camera and the lens, and it will use that module. And if you don't have the module, it will ask you to download it. And then next time you don't have to do it again. And I think that the modules are the key on DxO Labs software, why they are so good. As I said, I've only used DxO PureRaw mostly. I haven't really used the DxO Labs 5, which is a full editing software. And it also includes the great noise reduction, which I used to use before DxO PureRaw was launched last, I think it was April. The reason that I'm not using DxO PhotoLab 5 is that I'm so used to using Adobe software like Lightroom Classic and Adobe Photoshop. But in the future, I will look into more Photoshop Lab 5 because it is quite unique and really good. And the results, if you convert raw images from Olympus cameras, DxO PhotoLab 5 gives you better results than Lightroom. But the difference is so little, and I'm so used to using Lightroom Classic that the workflow is just so easy, and I'm so used to it. So it hasn't been worthwhile changing the software, but I will use more PhotoLab 5 in the future. Other two softwares that they do have is the FilmPack 6 and ViewPoint 3. FilmPack 6 is kind of a software that emulates different film stocks. So you could have your image look like some Kodak film, some Agfa films, or some Fuji films. And I think that is quite unique and another software that I have not really used because I'm not into that. But if you really want your images to have a certain look that reminds you of certain films, check that out too. It's interesting. But as I said, I haven't really used that, so I can't really say how good it is. But as I said, there are trial versions, so for you to try. And then ViewPoint 3 is a software that will correct perspective errors, like the keystone. If you're photographing, buildings a bit upwards and there will be a big perspective skew there, it will correct them automatically. And also it will have this kind of like a miniature look if you want. Use the tilt shift tool on that instead of using a real tilt shift lens. But you can get these nice looking miniature landscapes or city scenes that they look kind of cool. But yet another software that I have not used that much. And that's why I'm concentrating on the DxO PureRaw on this one. Here you have the image. It was taken with the XZ2 Olympus compact camera, which is a 2012 launched camera. So it's almost 9 years old camera. And it has a quite tiny sensor. So of course, the high ISO performance isn't the best. But with DxO PureRaw, I can go from this to this. And what's good about DxO PureRaw is that it uses the modules. Like I said, it has a modules for every lens and not every, but most of the camera lens combinations. And that makes it the best, in my opinion. And now the newest version also has some adjustments that you can do, or actually turn the lens modules off if you don't want to. It only reduces the noise. So I tend to have them on, but if you want to have more control yourself and do it by hand in Lightroom or any other image editing software, you can do it now. You don't have to have the lens corrections also on if you don't want to. And I think it's a good improvement in the PureRaw software. As I said, there is a great Black Week or Black Friday offer from DxO Labs. 50% off of these great pieces of software. And it's only valid from November 22nd to 29th in 2021. You might want to get into the links that I have in the description and try them out. They are affiliate links, and the way it works, the price is same for you. I get a small commission if you get that software. So it's a kind of win-win situation. You get a great software and at the same time you support my channel so that I can make some more free content. And here is another video about DxO PureRaw. It was made when it was launched. But hey, thanks for watching and bye for now.